You're watching Football Daily, I'm back, and here's this week's biggest transfer news and headlines. We've asked you guys to keep an eye out for any transfer rumours and to tweet them in. So if you'd like to be involved next week, follow us on Twitter and hit us up with the hashtag TransferTalk to me, Joe Tomlinson, or the Football Daily account. Starting off in Manchester, the home of this week's headlines, where Jose Mourinho is trying to fix his midfield conundrum, according to the Daily Star. Hardly reliable. Unfortunately for Gooners, Aaron Ramsey is on the Portuguese's radar as he tries to prize another huge asset away from the North London club. Usually the Daily Star, as I just said, is a horrific source, but journo David Woods, who's reporting the story, has always had close ties to the Arsenal camp. The Welshman will have 1 year left on his contract when the season ends, and the Gunners hierarchy are reluctant to get into another Alexis Sanchez situation, with Gazidis and co reportedly eager to offload any player whose future isn't settled. Although this could well be another classic case of Manchester United being used to get an even bigger contract by a player. But what do you guys at home think? Will the Welshman become a Red Devil? Let us know in the comments below. Cristiano Ronaldo is currently having a great 2018, bagging 20 goals in his last 11 games, and much like his goal-scoring prowess, the transfer rumours just never seem to stop. Is he coming back to United? Definitely not happening as much as I want it to. Is he finally moving to Moneybags PSG? Probably not. No, in all likelihood, let's be honest, he's not leaving the Bernabeu anytime soon. But World Cup winner and former Guangzhou manager Philippe Scolari has claimed that the Ballon d'Or holder has asked him about China more than once. In an interview, Scolari claimed, "We have to understand that Ronaldo has brands. There's an industry. China is the biggest country in the world." However, with foreign player limits now getting introduced and becoming harsher, the sight of seeing some of Europe's elite heading to Asia might start to drop off. But with CR7 edging closer to the end of his career and the financial and branding opportunities for the Chinese government, Ronaldo becoming the world's highest paid player over in Asia might well be possible in the near future. Following on from Ronaldo, the ever-reliable Don Ballon, aka Bulls.com, have apparently monitored chats between him and Flo Perez, with the forward blocking a move for Icardi. However, unlike Icardi, the comically bad source also go on to report that Cristiano would be happy with Harry Kane arriving at Los Blancos, but as usual, they've given no reason why. As a result, it seems as if Icardi is ready to commit his long-term future to the Nerazzurri and is ready to sign a bumper new contract that will not only increase his wages, but also his €100 million release clause. The contract news is also reported by the slightly more reliable Gazzetta dello Sport, so it looks like the Inter-captain will be staying at the San Siro for a few more years to come. It's back, baby! Stat Wars The Champions returns to your screen this very week. Let's roll that promo. Jose.
Yeah, my lifestyle's dangerous.
John Ben Bab, back in the building. Back to the transfers now, and one of the biggest moves possible comes via the Sun, who claim that Madrid, Barca and PSG are all ready to test Liverpool's resolve by bidding north of £200 million for the electric Egyptian Mohamed Salah. The winger has lit up the Premier League this season, having the second best minutes to goal ratio in Europe's top 5 leagues behind Robert Lewandowski, and as a result, some of the world's elite are circling around Anfield ready to pounce. Bought for a meagre £35 million, the suits at other clubs believe it would be hard for John Henry and the FSG to turn down an offer that would represent the second highest transfer fee of all time. But we want to know if you guys think Salah is worth more than £200 million. Let us know in the poll above. Over to North London now, where Spurs are apparently ready to reignite interest in long-term target Wilf Zaha. After calling their jets on the Ivorian last summer, Zaha's standout performances in a relegation-battling Palace side have not gone unnoticed. But the Lily Whites will have to part with significantly more than their first £12 million bid for the winger that they submitted 2 years ago. The Daily Mail are also reporting that it will take in the region of £40 million for Palace to even consider selling their star man, as well as an improvement on his £100,000 a week wages, which could upset quite a few of the existing Spurs players. Let's be honest though, Zaha's recent performances have surely earned him another crack at the big time after he failed first time around at Manchester United. From N17 to N5, and Arsenal are apparently preparing a list of targets to try and shift around their dismal league fortunes in the past couple of seasons. New chief scout and ex-Borussia Dortmund man Sven Mislintat is set to raid his homeland, looking to replace the ageing Petr Cech, who has never lived up to the same standards he set at Chelsea. The Sun believe that Big Sven's #1 keeping target is Germany's third choice Bernd Leno of Bayer Leverkusen. But the Gunners face stiff competition for the 26-year-old with Serie A giants Napoli, who are currently trying to replace the outgoing Pepe Reina. It would reportedly take around £25 million to lure Leno away from Leverkusen, a fee which would equal the third highest amount ever paid for a goalkeeper alongside Jordan Pickford. But I'm wondering if the goalkeeping department at Arsenal is even their greatest concern. Surely they've got more pressing issues in midfield and at the back. What do you guys think? Let us know down there in the comments. We've had Don Ballon talking. We've had £200 million rumours about Salah from that bull. Bleep them out, but quite possibly the most absurd rumour of the week and possibly of the year so far comes from El Gol Digital. As we all know, swap deals rarely happen. I mean, other than Sanchez and Mkhitaryan, I can remember little to none. But the Spanish publication are reporting that Madrid and PSG could be exchanging a player for a manager. Bullshit. With persistent speculation that Neymar is unhappy in the French capital, Madrid have apparently been prominent suitors and even offered Cristiano Ronaldo for the Brazilian. That's according to the bullshit factory El Gol. The Spanish website have even claimed that the PSG hierarchy deems CR7 to be too old to be a good return on investment, which is fair enough. But then they went on to score a massive own goal by suggesting that a deal including Zinedine Zidane for the most expensive player in football history could be on the cards. Unsurprisingly, they don't go into much detail regarding additional fees, but even Unai Emery, who is practically a dead man walking at this point, is probably laughing at these rumours. To wrap up transfer talk this week, it's AC Milan, who are challenging for a Europa League spot under the resurgent Gattuso, but have even loftier ambitions for next year's campaign. Spending nearly €200 million last summer didn't have the impact that was expected, with Andre Silva in particular not justifying his €40 million price tag despite netting in his last 2 Serie A games. Kalinic hasn't really impressed either, and the Rossoneri are desperate to fix their attacking options. And their top target is apparently Andrea Belotti, that's according to Corriere dello Sport, but the Rooster would cost a fortune. Torino flat out refused to accept anything less than his €100 million release clause last year after Chelsea were interested, but the Italian striker hasn't hit the dizzying heights of the previous season. In fact, Belotti is scoring at a rate of just 0.3 goals per 90 compared to last season's 0.8 per 90. This is only slightly better than Kalinic and Andre Silva, though Belotti has been struggling with injury throughout. But as ever, it's all about you guys. Is Belotti worth more than €100 million? I don't think he is. But what do you think? Vote in the poll up there right now.
We meet again. It's the end of a video. You've made it. I'm proud of you. Remember to click right here to subscribe, like of course, and stay right here on the channel for more great content.